Okay, week 1 of 52, part 2, talking stats, talking early week, like some hiccups that we're facing. So I'm going to give you my weight. I also was thinking about doing measurements, but I'm doing that with a personal trainer, and I realized those are going to be more accurate if done by her. So when I get the second set, I'll share the first and second set. So what I'll do is I'll come each week, I'll share my weight measurements if I have them, check in on nutrition, check in on fitness, and then maybe just chat about, here and there things that come up. Currently gonna make some dinner, or attempt to do so. I'm having a good feeling about tonight's recipe. So some things that we've hit this week. I'm trying to keep this video short and sweet. I'm not very good at that, but so one thing that I realized that sometimes is a struggle for Lenny and I when we first start is getting on the same page. So I will say we have a good problem. The good problem is that we are both very supportive of one another, whatever we're doing, whether we're actively like in it, or I'm asking or if we're not, no judgment. So I will say I'm super lucky in that regard. But we still do face some challenges, and I think anybody who's doing a weight loss journey with a significant other can relate that there can be some bumps in the road. The things that we kind of go back and forth on is either one, we're not both actively doing something, so that can kind of be hard. If he's hitting it real hard and being really regimented with his fasting or with his low carb, and I'm like asking for like Oreos and a pop on his way home, that's a challenge. Same on the other side. The other thing is that we are very different in the kitchen, obviously. So that can kind of pose a problem for us, which in all reality is a good problem. So tips I would say for these that we've had to kind of figure out, which of course we're still figuring out. First, I guess maybe a tip for somebody who doesn't have the problem I have. Maybe you have a non-supportive spouse or person that you like, whoever your person is. Maybe you're not married, or maybe you don't live with the person, but if you are on a journey and the people that are close to you are not supportive, first of all, let's just call it what it is. It really sucks. That would be really tough. So the people who are around you and love you should be supportive, but if they're not, my only advice would be to, I have a couple things. Number one, your intestinal fortitude is your own. How you proceed forward when you're met with stuff like that it's up to you. It's yours. It's not dependent on anyone else. It's shitty that they have that response, or that they're not supportive or whatever. They're giving you some hate. That's crappy on them. That's not crappy on you. So you have to have your own will, and you cannot use that for an excuse, unfortunately, because you should have that support. But if you don't, then find a way, even if you have to fake it till you make it, to stop looking for that approval or that support from that person. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Go find other people who have similar goals to you, even if you don't know them. Online groups are a big thing. There's tons of things out there. There's lots of people who are on journeys and who want to encourage others. So if the person closest to you is not supportive, it's going to be okay. You can still do it. You are still in control of you. So I would say for people who don't have the similar problem to me, but you do have even a bit bigger problem, is that you have people who aren't supportive or who are hating on you. Don't use it as an excuse. It's an opportunity to overcome something, and you can definitely still do it. And, I think some people come in later. Maybe they're not supportive at first because they think you're not going to stick to something, which, what does it even matter? You're still trying. Just keep going. For people like in Lenny and I's situation, where maybe you guys are are supportive of one another, but you just can't quite get on the same wavelength. This is how we're trying to we sat down and kind of talked about this week and how we can combat that. We recognize, like with this happened when we were going grocery shopping this weekend and when we were meal planning, he wants to do it this way because he's very intuitive in the kitchen. He's like, oh, it's easy. We'll just do this and this and this. And I'm very like, I need to write every single meal down in macros and know everything and know all of the things. And, which in all reality, sometimes I think I plan, and then I don't execute. So like maybe there is something to be said for his way. But we just have to say the things. Like I have to tell him, okay, I get that works for you. For this week, that's not going to work for me. Like I just have to say it. We have to be communicative about what each other wants to do. And so the second tip is to like respect your partner's journey. Like I don't have to do the same exact thing that he does. But if we're going to be doing this together, I need to be respectful of that. So, we try to make room for each other's food in the refrigerator, try to stay out each other's way in the kitchen, but just respecting each other's journey, that it doesn't have to be the same for us to, support one another. And then the third one for me is about comparison, which is really tough for me because we are I'm not going to say we're the same weight. I have him beat by like 2 pounds. So we're the same weight. Like I'm a female and he's a male. And so when we decide, or when one of us, whatever, when he decides that he's going to lose some weight, automatically, he just like minuses 20 pounds from the scale. I don't know what it is. I don't know if other people's husbands or boyfriends or fiancés or partners are like this, but it seems like with the male population, they decide they're going to lose some weight. And then it's like, you look at them the next day and you're like, oh, so you just lost that weight. I feel like that happens. And so if I see him do that and we're on at the same page at the same time, and here I am like, I'm really struggling through some stuff and he's like dropped the pounds already. Sometimes I can compare myself. And then sometimes I'm even like, ow, and I'm kind of shitty to him. So I'm trying not to compare my results with his results. I do think too, if you're in our boat, it's a really good time to view it as quality time together. It is we have memorable shopping trips, and certainly we have memorable kitchen incidents that happen pretty frequently. But I will say that trying not to compare results, especially since it's a different gender, different body composition, is important. So that was just kind of the struggle this week. And I gotta say, not much of a struggle. It's a good problem to have that I'm not part of the group that has that unsupported partner. So thanks, Leonard. You're the best. Stats. Did not like them. So my current weight is 230. I've been kind of 228 to 230 the last couple of days, but that's what I was. Not great. I was about pre-pandemic at about 214. So I thought maybe I'd be 220. I was really sad to see 230. So anyhow, that's okay. It's a starting off point. Next week, hopefully it looks different. So my highest weight though, just for stats, my highest weight was 278. My lowest weight was 194. And, yeah, I'm a little bit more than I thought to my, goal for military stuff, but that's okay. It is what it is. Those are my stats. I'll have some, measurements the next time I do them, at the personal trainers. Just a quick check-in on food this week and fitness. This video is long again. I'm so sorry, guys. I try not to ramble. Food has been going so-so. Of course, Monday morning, I woke up late, couldn't pack my food because I was running out of the house. I wasn't late, but it didn't start out. Oh, today is Monday. Jesus, that was today. I woke up later than I wanted to. I wasn't late for work, but I had all these plans to like get everything ready and I just didn't get that done. So I had to make good decisions at work today. I did eat from the cafeteria, but my portions, actually, I don't really have an issue too much with portion control. So my portions were small. I found out I like bok choy. I did have no regular pop, which is one of my goals this week, is no fast food and no pop. Those are kind of my two goals for not eating like an asshole. So, yeah, now I'm making dinner. We'll see how that goes. Fitness wise, I'm going to be doing a yoga class in my living room. And then I'm doing some Power Zone. I'm doing my Power Zone test for Peloton, which I've heard is really hard. So I'm kind of worried about it, but it doesn't matter. I'm getting on it. And then I'll have my strength training stuff this weekend. So that's where we're at. Week 1 of 52 weeks. And thanks for listening. Sorry, it's 11 minutes again, guys. I don't know what to do. I try to talk faster. Bye.